Netflix teases The Witcher Season 3 and gets hit with instant regret. Fans will never forgive them.
All right, we're going to talk about The Witcher a little bit because, as you know, there is a Season 3 coming to the main series eventually. I don't know when they're going to get that out. They're teasing it, which is what we're going to talk about in a minute. But in case you don't know what's going on, let me give you a quick little recap. Henry Cavill, the man, the myth, the legend, walked away from The Witcher. You can't blame him. The show is awful, but he's one of the main reasons that people stuck around for that show. He's one of the main reasons anyone watched it in the first place.
Let's be honest.
He was sold a bill of lies. Show is nothing like the game.
I still watch The Witcher because it's a game
adaptation. Wants to do its own thing and does it poorly.
I wouldn't like
this
it
report talks about how he kept it professional, but he can only do so much. Henry Cavill reportedly kept his cool for 3 years, despite The Witcher writers butchering his character. I think Cavill's a pretty professional guy. And I'm sure he was angry that he was used as bait for fans to come in and get them to watch this. It'll be interesting to see how well the show does without him. We already kind of got a preview of that with The Witcher Blood Origin. That show was a mistake.
Oh, that show was...
You really got to see these people take their lore shackles off, if you will, with this series. And, I mean, the results stand for themselves.
So
13% audience score. Hell, even critics didn't like it. But that 13% audience score says a lot. You also see it in the trailers for the show. They're some of the most disliked trailers on YouTube. It's pretty hilarious to watch. So we're actually going to go into a third season for this series, and it will be the last season with Henry Cavill. Some of us think that they're going to split that season into two parts. So you have a season 3, part 1 and 2. That way they can kind of milk Henry Cavill as much as possible, and I do think they're going to do that. We'll find out soon enough, but, I mean, wouldn't that be in their best interest to kind of milk him the most way possible by splitting that into 2 parts? It kind of makes sense. But I don't think people are going to show up even if they do milk him and make it 2 parts. I mean, things have been so bad.
To be honest, I just wish that in a way, because one of the reasons Henry Cavill left The Witcher 3, besides the writing and whatnot, it's because he wanted to be he wanted to go back to Superman. Now that failed, he is working on getting directors, producers, and whatnot to accomplish his Warhammer, I think, series with Prime Amazon. That will take years. I think what Netflix needs to do is find a way to work and please Henry Cavill, like to please him with maybe continuing with the, like, fixing the writing, whatever he asks for, give him, and let him stay as The Witcher, and work around his schedule with the Amazon show. I mean, if Netflix is smart enough, they should do that. But what the problem is that they think that money can buy everything, and they think that they don't need him, you know? They can do without him, and that they're gonna just pull money into the show, bring others. That's not gonna work, bro.
If you remember, I did a video on this. The Witcher showrunner begs fans to come back. Please come back. Please come back and watch the show. This is after the disastrous Blood Origin. Oh, by the way, they also have another side story coming out. I think it's called Witcher Rats or something. What a stupid concept that is. Now, see, they thought that they could branch this out and do multiple Witcher projects and have a Witcher universe. And it doesn't look like that's going to work out very well for them.
Especially that it's not like in the books or in the game.
Maybe they'll get a season 4. They got Liam Hemsworth stepping in. I don't think he's going to be able to replace. He's going to be able to replace Henry Cavill.
No, no one will be able to.
I think it's gonna be the death
Like
blow for the show. But maybe they'll give it a season 4. I don't know. I don't know if they will or not. And Netflix is not shy to just cancel some shit and not give it an ending. So remember when they canceled Cowboy Bebop and it didn't even finish half the series?
But it's different with The Witcher
what
because
happens.
it's
But they're out there teasing.
Cowboy never had the fame that The Witcher did on Netflix. Netflix usually cancels, I would say, second-degree shows, like third-degree shows, not their first main homepage, shows. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Teasing Witcher season 3, and it's not being received well. They're out there talking about how you're going to see things you've never seen in the books and in the video games. What are you talking?
Like, this is the thing. I don't want to see things that are not in the books or in the video games. That is what a game adaptation movie series is. Bruh, if you want an original story, just don't name it The Witcher. Just say it is inspired by The Witcher. All right? And name it something completely different.
About is the first thing that came across my mind when I saw this. You've been doing that from the start. Because nothing in your show, especially season 2, really resembles anything that anyone has seen before. You've clearly wanted to take The Witcher and turn it into some kind of feminist propaganda.
Oh my God. Like how wrong can they be? Netflix got The Witcher. Like, let's say The Last of Us. Look at The Last of Us. It's a copy-paste of the game. Copy-paste. You guys, it's frame by frame at this point. Last episode hit 8 million views on premiere day. The highest number ever for the show, or any show, I think, on HBO. And everybody loves it. It's literally the same, like, especially the episodes that they don't drag, like, the story, or they don't take the stories that were not represented. I'm talking about the ones that, like, with the episodes that are really represented in the game. They're copy-paste, you guys. And it's fine. Everybody loves it. Everybody wants that. That's exactly what we want.
Love letter. And as just about everybody in Hollywood wants to do, you want to take that and twist it to a narrative and use that to your benefit because it has a fan base that's built in.
And they're
not take all these things people love and twist it with built-in fan bases because you damn well know if you tried to make something original, nobody would watch that bullshit. So they're out here talking about, oh, it's exciting. You're going to see things you've never seen before. And like I said, you've been doing that since the start.
Yep. Exactly.
And once again, they're getting roasted for this shit. Rightfully so. A Witcher Season 3 tease met with backlash. Not shocking. Anyone shocked by that? You know? So here's what they're saying. We're working on some pretty tasty
just waiting,
stuff
looking for the
season.
downfall, literally.
We're at the point where we're showing the creative team now, and they're being wowed by the stuff we're showing them. So that
these people are so pretentious. They think they can make better content than a franchise loved by millions. They use its name and write whatever they want. And they are so bad at it. Literally what I said, inspired by The Witcher, create your own thing. But don't put the name, put the character, like, don't do that. Don't tease us, you naughty. You teasing
cool.
me.
A pretty short sequence with a nice creature. We have a longer one with a big creature also. That's cool. They also
Wait. We are working on some pretty tasty stuff for the next season. We're at this point where we are showing the creative team now, and they are being wowed by the stuff we are showing them. So that's cool. We have a pretty short sequence with a nice creature, but we have a longer one with a big creature. Also, that's cool. Oh man, get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
We're on the final couple of episodes, and it's super cool. I don't think it's anything that anyone's read or seen before in richer lore.
We have two creatures, one small and one big one.
That's not what people want, though. How do you go into this show and screw it up so bad? People want to see the things they have read about.
Exactly.
That's the whole purpose of adaptation.
Exactly.
But they want to take this. They want to create their own thing because they're better than the guy who wrote the books, I guess.
Wow.
You know they think they're better than him. Look at the stuff that came out from when that guy jumped from this show to X-Men 97 and how he was talking about how the people in the writer's room and the showrunners think very little of the source material. Made it a rule that if you wanted to work on X-Men 97, you need to have watched and been a fan of the original series. For obvious reasons, this quote is catching some flack, as it's the opposite of what many fans want to hear. Later, in the same interview, Marshall referred to the source material, the books, as the guidebook, but not the Bible by any means. However, while Marshall notes that the source material can be tweaked, twisted, and broken from the creative team on the show, is being very careful about keeping it true to the lore, true to the realm, and true to The Witcher. Yeah, right. Nobody's buying that shit.
True.
How do they not realize that they're pissing people off with this? They're out there
I
saying,
really don't understand either. Like how I can't believe it. Like these people are toying with money. Like
we're going to give you something you've never seen before. Like that's not what people
how
want.
much do you think like of yourself?
If
and
you were going to do that, make a show that's not called The Witcher.
Exactly.
I can't wait to find out how badly this series does when the new season comes out. I can't wait to get the reveal on the ratings for this. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. As noted, this interview has not set well with fans, and of course, many have suggested remarks like the one in the interviews are why Cavill left the show. But this is purely just speculation. That is why he left the show.
Yeah, they're right.
These people are so pretentious. They think they can make better content than a franchise loved by millions. They use its name and write whatever they want, and they are so bad at it, said one fan of the latest quotes. This is the brag they seem to think. This is not the brag they seem to think it is. Just another warning sign, added another fan.
I love how Last of Us episode 8 recap.
Agree. It is another warning sign.
The bottom
This
there.
show is a disaster. So much so that there's a petition to fire the writers and bring back Henry.
This is exactly what they need to do. This is exactly, they need to work together on finding the right writers. Maybe even hire from the actual team that wrote the game. Maybe hire people from there. Easy. Why do you complicate it? Get those people to work with you and work on writing the story for the series, since they did it so well for the game. Like they adapted the book into a game really good. I think they would not fail into doing that adaptation again for the series. And I think Henry would love that, and that's the only way you can keep him in The Witcher.
Henry Cavill, which I've talked about before, but it's still getting signed, and it's almost to 500,000 signatures, which is pretty damn funny. So, keep at it,
The book
Netflix.
writer hates the games? How can you hate the game?
The problem is, why couldn't they have just made the show everyone wanted? They bring in these people that think they're better than the people that actually created this shit, and it never works out. Has it ever worked out? Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Right.
Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell.
Let me
Check
know
out my
what you
Rumble and
think in
Locals,
the
and I'll
comments
see
if
you
you're
on the next
watching
one.
this.
Peace.